Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Hokies will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately...
Oh, look out, there he goes! Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Looking to buy time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that...
Pass on the way, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass. The quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield.
He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Johnson. At the 35, he's loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You've got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that.
It's third down, and the line to gain is to 36. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
You know, you kind of get stuck in no man's land once you get across that 50-yard line where it might be a long field goal, which isn't really high percentage, or do I go for it on 4th down? I like to go for it personally. I like the aggressiveness. They go for it and they get the big first down.
And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. The throw. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. Past the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Hokies! That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Back to throw, it's Ward. Looking left. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Hurricanes send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting it.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the ground game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Hokies are marching down the field. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
He's all the way down to the 3, showed it all on that run. And the Hokies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. Got his man downfield. Open runway ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Here's the give off the left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the...
Touchdown, Miami! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll line up for a second down play. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Canes. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Line gets set, first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And here's the third interception of the night. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Miami! How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Virginia Tech, 17.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have this. You've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Looking to pass. It's Drones. Quickly complete. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Give to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Hokies will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Finds his tight end. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Hokies!
Number 3.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Restrepo. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Wide receiver shows motion. To the air, it's Ward. Release to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on second down. Handoff to the lone back. Quick spin on the ride. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He now has 84 yards on the ground and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Scrambling away. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Power football with the run. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Hurricanes have taken it inside the 20. They'll throw it from the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. After the misconnection, it's second down. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And the returner will be dragged down. One more snap coming before halftime. Oh, he's looking to throw. Connection to the right. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Canes will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lane. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops while they're getting the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Picked up maybe a yard, it's down at the 16. They need 1 yard on 3rd down to keep this one going. This will be the 8th play of the drive. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I don't think the defense was expecting one on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off bounds with that play call.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Canes! And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Drones. He's got his man. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the jet motion. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
The Hokies are rolling down the field. They're going to ride this running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. It's a draw. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Got it in the middle. It's Lane. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. He'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Lane. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They'll try to run for it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. It's good. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. 1st down here for the offense. They'll give it to Johnson. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. The jet sweep pass. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Still on his feet at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Ward. Quick strike complete. At the 40, there he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got it, and they convert. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Hurricanes look to do some damage in the red zone. The handoff to Johnson. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low, and the offensive line.
Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
A little screen to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Drones. Gets it out quickly. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. Just about as basic as you can get and effective if you execute.
Well executed. QB, nice job putting the football out in front of his receiver where he can advance it.
Quick completion on the out route.
The man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Going the other way, and he's got room. The tag! And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on 1st down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. Finds the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Drones. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He wants here late. And he's got it at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. They want to just keep throwing it. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. They've got the screen set up.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. They're trying to get to it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. 3rd and goal coming up here. Back to pass, it's Drones. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. And you want that clock to run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Hurricanes inside the final minute, trying to hang on to this lead and the ball. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
The Canes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Miami.
And the Canes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here.